AJ Styles is regarded as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. AJ spent the first 15 years of his wrestling career having classic matches in WCW, TNA, and New Japan Pro Wrestling before signing with WWE in 2016. Since signing with WWE, AJ has become a two-time WWE champion, three-time US champion, one-time Intercontinental champion, and a one-time Raw Tag champion. When AJ debuted in WWE at the 2016 Royal Rumble, fans had worries over how Vince McMahon would book him. But based on these stats, he's been treated phenomenal by WWE. AJ has faced future Hall of Famers in every WrestleMania match he has been in, and has yet to have a bad match. This year AJ is battling current Hall of Famer Edge at WrestleMania 38 in a match that we expect to steal the show. Before we get there, we thought we would reflect on AJ's previous 6 WrestleMania matches. In the lead to WrestleMania 38 we have also ranked Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns and Sasha Banks' greatest WrestleMania matches. Links in the description. Before you check those videos out, hang on here as we rank AJ Styles' 6 WrestleMania matches from worst to best. In 6th place is AJ Styles' WWE Championship defense against Nakamura at WrestleMania 34 in 2018. For the record, we are not saying this was a bad match. Just compared to AJ's other matches, this was the only one to disappoint us. Throughout 2017, AJ Styles vs Nakamura kept getting slightly teased on TV without a match ever happening. After winning the 2018 Royal Rumble match, Nakamura challenged AJ Styles, and the crowd were excited. We potentially overhyped this one based on their previous battles in Japan. Nakamura's entrance was potentially the highlight of the match. The match itself shocked people as people were not expecting a slow-paced match, but that's what we got. Which was not ideal that late into a Mania show. AJ retained his title after hitting a Styles clash. After the match, Nakamura shocked people by turning heel by hitting AJ with a low blow then attacking him. People believe this probably should have been Nakamura's moment at winning the world title. In 5th place is AJ Styles' battle with Randy Orton at WrestleMania 35 in 2019. If you reflect on AJ's WrestleMania matches, this is probably the one WWE gave the least importance to. The feud basically started because they were SmackDown's 2 biggest names without any WrestleMania plans. The match was good with both AJ and Orton getting their regular spots in. After avoiding getting hit with an RKO, AJ hit Randy with a phenomenal forearm to win. The match was good but wasn't given the importance that it probably should have. In 4th place is AJ Styles' WrestleMania debut in 2016 against Chris Jericho at WrestleMania 32. Chris Jericho returned to WWE in January 2016, the same month AJ Styles debuted at Royal Rumble. After this event, Jericho demanded to work with AJ Styles. This led to AJ Styles defeating Jericho at the 2016 Fastlane event. After Fastlane, Jericho and AJ Styles formed a short-lived tag team called Y2AJ. After failing to win the tag titles, Jericho turned on AJ. The Mania match was one of the best matches on the show as the two got to showcase their top moves in front of a record crowd. The finish came when Jericho hit AJ in mid-air with a codebreaker to get the win. Despite the loss, the feud did enough for Vince to consider AJ as a main event talent as AJ became #1 contender for the WWE title 24 hours later in the main event of Raw. In 3rd place is AJ Styles' most recent WrestleMania match, as he teamed with his bodyguard Omos to take on New Day for the tag titles. On paper this seemed like a rather strange Mania match for AJ to be having based on the big matches he had at previous Manias. The purpose of this match was to put over the debuting Omos as an unstoppable giant. To do this, New Day and AJ Styles switched roles, with New Day seemingly playing the role as the heels while AJ and Omos were the faces. Most of the match consisted of New Day keeping AJ from tagging Omos. Once he did, the crowd erupted as Omos destroyed New Day. AJ won the match with a phenomenal forearm off Omos to win the Raw Tag Team titles. In 2nd place is AJ Styles' 2017 battle against Shane McMahon at WrestleMania 33. On paper, most people would have assumed this would have been AJ's worst Mania match, but we were shocked on this night. The feud started with AJ becoming frustrated with SmackDown Commissioner Shane McMahon. After attacking him, Shane challenged him to a Mania match. The match opened WrestleMania with fans being shocked with how well Shane McMahon performed. This was possibly Shane McMahon's best normal one-on-one match of his career that had no stipulations inserted. Despite this, we still got to see the regular announce table in trash can spots, while Shane actually wrestled, which we had rarely seen before. AJ Styles won the match with a phenomenal forearm in a great WrestleMania opener. In 1st place is AJ Styles' WrestleMania 36 main event match against The Undertaker in 2020. This match was a cinematic boneyard match. We debated if this match should have topped the list as it wasn't an actual in-ring wrestling match, but we ultimately agreed that everyone loved this match. The build-up saw Undertaker revert back into his old biker gimmick as AJ made the feud personal with Taker's wife Michelle McCool. The two were scheduled to have a match at WrestleMania 36, but then the COVID-19 pandemic hit, forcing Mania into the Performance Center in front of no fans. WWE compromised by booking a Boneyard match. This was a cinematic buried alive match that took place in a graveyard setting. In a time where the world could not provide us with much entertainment, this match certainly did. The match saw several cinematic twists and turns, with AJ's buddies Gallows and Anderson even trying to help. Just when we thought AJ had buried the career of Undertaker, the dead man dramatically rose to take out AJ and bury him alive to win. WrestleMania 36 then closes with Undertaker riding off into the distance on his motorbike after burying AJ Styles alive. After everything we have explained in this video, AJ Styles was a very fitting final opponent for the legendary Undertaker. And that's our list. AJ Styles has had a phenomenal career both outside and inside WWE. He has gotten to showcase this against some of the biggest names of this era at WrestleMania. AJ just signed a new contract with WWE, so we are sure we will see many more phenomenal AJ Styles matches to come, starting with Edge at WrestleMania 38. Feel free to check the description for our other videos, such as Roman, Sasha and Brock's greatest Mania matches, greatest women's Mania matches, greatest Elimination Chamber matches, WWE's youngest stars, Sasha's greatest matches, and most women's title reigns. Links are all in the description, and if you have any video recommendations, let us know. If you enjoyed, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a like and follow us on Twitter. See you next time, and thanks for watching.